Okay, let's unpack this. Think about the next time you're stuck at the airport, right? It's the middle of July.
Oh, the worst time to travel.
Exactly. And you're just staring at one of those massive 4K flight displays built right into a wall. Think about what's actually running it. Because if you shoved a standard laptop into that, unventilated baking hot wall cavity, it would literally melt down in hours.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it would fry.
Right. So today, for our deep dive, we're looking at the hardware surviving inside that oven. Specifically, we're going through the spec sheet for the BrightSign HD1026 4K Digital Signage Media Player.
Right, because, what's fascinating here is that this is a completely different class of hardware. At $693, it's an entry-level commercial powerhouse, really, but it's not consumer tech.
Not at all.
No, it's engineered for extreme physical endurance. It's this tiny 1.3-pound black and purple box that operates flawlessly in extreme temperatures, from freezing at 32 degrees up to, like, a sweltering 122 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wait, hold on. You said it weighs just over a pound.
Yeah, 1.3 pounds.
Because, my laptop weighs 3 times that. It has a massive cooling fan, and it still gets burning hot just playing a high-res video.
Yeah.
So how does a plastic box this small survive at 122 degrees without bursting into flames? Like, why do businesses even need this instead of just plugging a cheap old laptop into a TV and hitting loop?
Well, think of a consumer laptop like a Swiss Army knife. It has a full desktop operating system, Windows or Mac OS, running hundreds of background tasks.
Right, constantly updating things.
Exactly. It's built to do 100 things okay, but all those moving parts generate a massive amount of heat. This BrightSign player, though, it's like a high-end scalpel. It strips away all that OS bloat. It really just has one highly specific job, which is playing and rendering media.
So it's totally specialized.
Yeah, almost all of its silicon is dedicated exclusively to that single cut.
Okay, so stripped down to the absolute essentials. But what exactly is it rendering? The spec sheet mentions decoding single 10-bit 4K video at 60 frames per second.
It does, and it handles complex, interactive HTML5 2D motion graphics at the exact same time.
Wow, at the same time.
Yep. The secret to how it does this without overheating, well, it comes down to the file formats it accepts. It's built to decode highly efficient video containers and codecs, like MKV files, standard MP4s, and specifically HEVC and AV1.
Let me pause you there because we hear those acronyms a lot, AV1, HEVC. For someone who isn't like an AV engineer, why does the format matter so much for the physical hardware?
It matters entirely because of compression. Formats like AV1 and HEVC highly compress massive 4K video files without losing any of the visual quality.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because the file is packed so efficiently, the BrightSign device doesn't have to overwork its processor to unpack and display those stunning graphics. And, less processor strain means less heat. It just sips power.
That makes perfect sense. So it handles the video efficiently.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting to me. A digital kiosk out in the wild isn't just a TV display. People are touching it, scanning barcodes, walking past it. If the 4K video is the device's face, how does it handle the rest? Like, what's its nervous system for real-world physical inputs?
That is where the specific model we are looking at really shines. It's the expanded I/O, or input-output version.
Yeah.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the connectivity is crazy. It has your standard gigabit Ethernet and HDMI 2.0A output, sure.
Right.
But it also features commercial-grade ports. We're talking about a serial port and a 12-pin Phoenix connector with 4 GPIO.
Okay. All right. I'm going to need a translation on 12-pin Phoenix connector and GPIO.
Fair enough. So GPIO stands for General Purpose Input-Output. Basically, these are bare customizable pins on the board that let you wire raw physical things.
On what kind of things?
Like a motion sensor, an RFID scanner, or even just a physical push button directly into the player. You don't need complex USB drivers. You just wire the button to that Phoenix connector, and when someone presses it, the video on the screen instantly changes.
Oh, wow. So it's not just sitting there playing a passive video loop. It physically reacts to the real-world triggers.
Precisely. And to ensure that interactivity never fails, it comes with a pre-installed 32-gigabyte microSD card.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that guarantees rock-solid local storage for all the media and sensor data. Even if the building's Wi-Fi drops, your interactive sign won't go offline or, show a Windows error screen.
So what does this all mean for you listening? The next time you're standing at the mall and you tap on a flawless, instantly responsive 4K interactive map to find a store, you'll know exactly what's going on. There isn't some clunky computer tower hidden behind the wall. It's a specialized, hyper-connected microcomputer pulling the strings.
And this raises an important question, really. If an 8-inch entry-level media player can now simultaneously process stunning 4K graphics and directly ingest physical sensor data without breaking a sweat,
Right.
how long until public screens stop simply displaying information and start dynamically reacting to our physical presence, our movements, and our environment in real time?